let's go ahead and lay all the way back, nice and comfortable. So we're laying down. Take a moment to scan through the body. Trying to search for tension, presence moment. That way we can help to release it. Start off from a much more open, less tense place. Maybe 3 more breaths just to release some of the tension, release the stress, release any anxieties going on in life. Let it go with that exhale. Our deep cycle. So as the body just lays here relaxed, we take a moment to connect with our intention for today. The intention is inspiration from a new. There's something fun I've come to learn, and that's that when the newborn has definite needs, get so clenched. It's tight and it's like, I need food now. At least that's not the case for my son. And I've heard of other babies that are maybe more chronically tight-fisted when they have food allergies and other things that the parent has to take time to uncover. Sometimes I think as adults, we carry on that same type of tension. Now the newborn, as it gets its need covered, you'll slowly, as it's feeding the baby, you'll slowly start to see the fist relax until the hand is just so open at the end of the feed. And so maybe as adults, we keep on holding the stress and keep on reminiscing of it over and over and over again. So our goal today, if there's any past stress, tension in the body, we're going to take time to just slowly relax out of that in class. We're feeling much more like that open palmed, completely relaxed newborn. So that's our intention that will lead us into our class today. The first one that we're going to take as stretches today is a banana stretch. So start to bring the arms up overhead. We're grabbing onto the right wrist and we're starting to scoot the shoulders a little bit further to the left. And then the legs do the same thing. Right ankle crosses over, scoot the legs a little bit to the left. It's like a shape of a banana to the left. Notice already, even though we just talked about clenched fists, notice if you naturally took that shape and see if the palm can relax a little bit. See if the breath can flow extremely deep. Notice where you're breathing. Breathing belly, or maybe breathing into right lung. Take 2 more relaxing breaths here on this half. And as we start to release ankle and wrist, we'll take it right away to second side. So left ankle over, legs to right. Up above head, grab left wrist, scoot the shoulders a little bit to the right. Banana stretch, opening everything to right. And once again, even though we mentioned it last time, is your fist clenched? Can you relax that palm? And 2 more deep breaths. Breathe into ribs. Breathe into belly. Okay, so hands release, ankles release. We're stretching like a good morning stretch. Arms extending up overhead. If you're close to the wall, just bend the elbows, that's fine. Toes stretching all the way to mirror, face of mat. open-hearted, abdomen stretching, ribs stretching. Now leaving this left leg relaxed on floor, start to take the right straight leg up to sky. So lift it up, we're clasping hands wherever we can reach, thigh, calf, foot. And it's early in class, so the legs perhaps not straight, that's okay. Lengthen to the degree that feels comfortable and the degree that allows the foot to still be a little relaxed. The foot doesn't clench up quite like the fingers do, but notice if we kind of hold with tension, like a flexed foot or something like that. Some days we do look for that, but today we're relaxed in the foot. So if it takes a couple of foot circles to loosen up the tightness, let it be loose, and then drop the foot back at the spot where it's just kind of holding itself there softly. And a huge inhale, easy exhale. This right knee bends, we're heading into a twist. Let the knee start to cross over the body all the way to left. Keep the right shoulder on the ground. Extend the right arm to the right. Try to stay relaxed, palm with the right. Open up the low back nicely. Breathe into that space. Inhale. Exhale, the right hip starts to go back to ground, and we're taking figure 4. So right ankle comes to left thigh, and then we're hugging hands around left side. It could be reaching around thigh, reaching around shin, whatever is accessible. Sometimes the most relaxed thing here is just holding still. Other times I have a slight rocking, and that helps me relax through the right hip. So you choose the quality. Okay, so hands release. Right leg, it drops to floor, slide it long, let it be relaxed. Left leg begins its extension upward. Hold it up with the hands. Notice that foot, is it trying to point or flex in a really tense way? Maybe there's a couple of ankle rolls, loosening that tension. And leave it in stillness with a super floppy, relaxed type of foot. One more inhale. Exhale, this left knee bends. We're sending that bent knee into the twist across the body. The right or left shoulder be connected with ground, arm extended, palm totally open and relaxed. Inhale, easy exhale, hips are turned down, figure 4, left ankle to right thigh, set up the hug. Inhale, Exhale. The ankle releases. Let both legs reach up to sky. It's one thing to be relaxed in a yoga class. It's another thing to include life and try to be relaxed in it. So the next couple of minutes, we're going to do a core pose and then a stretch back and forth between those two things. And the idea is when we get to the any of the tension we had to hold up ourselves up with in the core movement. So with legs up to sky, hands go on the floor by hips. Slip the thumbs just a little bit under the hips. That kind of helps me leave the torso solidly anchored to ground. The legs, it's going to be a nice slow lowering of the legs down just to about a 45-degree angle or maybe less than that. And then a quick pulse of the legs toward you a little bit closer in the 90 degrees. So inhale, slow down, exhale, quick pulse in. Repeat that a few times. If you ever need breaks, just make sure to bend the knees for a couple of breaths and join back in. Make sure low back is not lifting off the ground. So sometimes when we go past the 45-degree angle, sometimes it's a little bit too much tension for that low back. Now let's take another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. We'll allow ourselves to go into happy baby. The knees bend nice and wide. We're grabbing onto ankles, or if we can reach for feet, take that. Pull the feet above the knees. What quality will help you to feel the most relaxed in the hips? Still, and imagining that we're kind of dropping into the bones. It's only the bones holding us up now. Sometimes that's useful. And sometimes a rocking quality helps to release some tension. So you choose. Inhale. Exhale, hands release. The knees come to touch in this bent shape. We're going to roll like a ball 5 times, ending up in boat pose. If it's difficult, just come up to boat pose. So when you're ready, kind of crank the toes back for momentum, rock up high, and roll back. 4, 3, 2. Last one, holding boat. So the core is what needs to be tight here. See if you can release the hands, palms super relaxed. It's your choice if you're extending legs. If you're doing that, try to keep whatever extension you have relaxed. Only the core holding us. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Bend the knees in, grab onto ankles. We're setting up for cobbler. Feet go down, but based on how your back feels right at this moment, you have 2 options. Either bring hands behind and just arch the heart up, or if you'd like to take a forward fold, that's also fine. Your choice, whatever feels best in the hips, in the back. Next to a relaxed quality, choose a body part, help it relax even more. Maybe feet, maybe hands, maybe spine. Exhale. Lengthen spine up. Bring the knees together. They're planting the feet in front of us. Hands behind us. We're taking it up to reverse tabletop. So try to lift the hips up. Chin can be tucked in or resting back. It's whatever's more relaxing for neck. We'll be here for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax hips down, wide legs. Slide the hands through the center. Or always know for these first couple of stretches, if you prefer to just stay propped up with the spine up. If you're forward, sometimes I'll start easing into my neck by this point. And I release any tension there. Make the weight, the head more heavy. Letting it rock the pendulum. breath blows in, out. Spine rolls up to stack. The legs slide together in front of us. If hips pull us back, leave the knees a little bit straight when you sit up nice and tall. So arms are floating in front of us. This core movement is contracting into the core, leaning back a little bit. Exhale. Inhale, sit up tall. Then the next exhale, arms lift and move. So exhale. Inhale, down. Exhale. Inhale back. And 8. You can always skip reps if needed. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release, forward fold. We built tension in the shoulders from that lifting. Try to let shoulder blades and the arms just droop super heavy. Inhale, exhale, lift the spine up, come to easy cross leg, and we're opening and closing the fists a couple of times. So feel how the muscles contract, how tight that experiences in the body, and then feel that nice release. Going back and forth between as tight as you can squeeze and then that super relaxed palm. Like speeding up that experience of the newborn. Another 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. As you release, shake the hands for a moment. Just let the hands relax. Inhale. Easy exhale. Work. Come onto hands and knees. We'll start to move through a couple of cat-cows, which is the spine a bit more. Notice if the palms are just tense on the ground or if they can be a little more relaxed. Just notice that experience as the spine rounds up and down. Doesn't have to be fast. Go slow enough that you can really stretch through the muscles that connect it all. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Nice flat spine. Right leg slides back. We're trying to keep the hips level. You'll notice we're playing with a couple of poses that do stuff like this today with the hips. So already kind of, if you need to practice hiking it a little and then dropping it a little, find that spot where the sacrum is flat, the low back is flat. You could just stay here. You could extend left arm forward. If this is okay, option to take left elbow and knee to touch underneath you and then extend back out. Exhale. Inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hands on floor. The toes drop at the back of the mat. Slide the toes into a crossed position off the left side of the mat. And then we're pushing our hips to the right a little bit, gazing over the left shoulder to that foot. Kind of like the banana stretch. Through that outside of the hip and thigh. Okay. Toes circle on the ground, going all the way to the right side of the mat. The toes behind us are tucked right up to a high place. We're opening up the spine. So left fingers go to that left heel. Half camel, right hand up to sky. Pull that heart arch up and back. Exhale, easy, easy up. Drops down to hands and then elbows. As we're here, the goal is to try to pull the head forward and the hips backward. So the spine is getting lengthened. Really flat, really long. Another good inhale. Easy exhale. So we come up to hands. That right knee drops to floor. We start working on second side. So left leg hovers back level with hip. This is fine to stay. If you want second option, right arm extends forward. That's another good spot to stay. If you want the full thing, exhale, elbow knee underneath. Inhale, lengthen back, right knee. Good. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hand down, toes drop, cross to the right side, past the mat. Hips go to left, gaze over right shoulder to toes. Inhale, exhale. Okay, slide the leg underneath body. Oh, oops, go all the way to left side. One more. Tuck the back toes right up high. Right fingers to right heel. Left fingers up to sky, arch back nice and easy. More inhale. And exhale, ease your spine back up. Lower to elbows. Think of the length of the spine. It's easy to be rounded here. And pull the hips back and pull the head forward. Inhale. Long exhale. And come back up to hands. Slide the knee underneath you. Hands walk a palm distance forward. Kneeling plank. Try to flatten the hips down just a little bit. From the kneeling plank, try to squeeze the elbows in. Slowly lowering belly to floor. Leave the hands where they are. Squeeze the elbows in. We're going to inhale, right, pressing hands into the ground, rise up to just a baby cobra. Exhale back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Head back into a nice child pose. Let those arms stretch forward. Be nice and relaxed. Forehead relaxing, shoulders stretching. Easy does it. Notice the palms, are they relaxed? Take 2 more breaths. If you're ready for downward facing dog, We do need to push the fingertips and the knuckles into the ground, but try to still leave the hands as relaxed as possible. So we lift the hips up. Let there be a little bit of movement, the knees bend, the hips shift, all sorts of goodies. Okay, so keeping the hips square, the right leg is going to float up behind us. So try not to hike the hip. Stay there for one inhale. Exhale, right toes to ground. Left foot, same thing, lift, hips are square. Inhale, exhale, foot down. Walk your way up to the top of mat, forward fold. Here up at top of mat, hands could be on the floor. They could be on shins. They could be loose. Similar to what we just did in the downward facing dog, we're going to lift one leg at a time back, and keeping hips square, we're staying just a little bit longer. So anchor your fingertips wherever you're at. We're shifting our weight to right leg. And then float the left leg back, trying to get level with hips behind. Hips are square. We're holding there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release left foot to the floor. Start to shift weight over to left. When it's there, right leg swings back, hips are square, plug it down. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Bonus breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise. So arms to sky, maybe arch back. Hands to heart. Right hand to right thigh. Left hand circles up to sky and over. Good, rising up, switch it out. Lean to left. Yeah. Hands to low back. Push the hips forward, heart rises. Neck is just whatever does comfortable, tuck in or back. One more inhale. Exhale up. Level, flat spine. Inhale, circle hands to sky. Exhale, circle hands to floor, forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fingers down. Just right foot slides to back of mat. Softly lower right knee to floor. For sinking hips forward, leave right hand on floor. You could stay here if this is the best spot. You could start to circle left hand up to reach to sky. If it feels okay for shoulder, maybe reach hand to the back wall. Only if this doesn't affect the or the quads negatively, hamstring squeezing, maybe grab the back toes, not required. Inhale. As you exhale, release. Tuck the back toes, lifting that knee. Rotate the right foot down. Warrior 1, foot position. Sweep arms to sky, warrior 1. Hands rest at the back side of hips. Together back bend as the knee stays bent. So heart up, chin up. Exhale. Exhale, step. Circle arms to sky, breathe. Continue to circle open, warrior 2. Extended side angle, left elbow to left thigh. Right arm reaches directly up and continues to extend forward. Warrior 2, rise. Reverse it out. Right fingers to right leg, left fingers up and back. Good, rise. Turning open to goddess pose, the toes are at 45-degree angles. We're staying in a squat, so find an amount of bent knees that you can maintain for a while. Hands start off loose and limp, dangling down. We're gonna do the open and closed fist as we circle arms up to sky. So open, close, keep on doing that. Arms eventually rise up overhead. Good, arms come back down, open, close. We're repeating that process 2 more times. Eventually circle up. Think of this like every time the fingers open, they're raised like the sun, opening up to a brighter day rather than the tension. One more time. Feel that strength through the arms. And down. Beautiful. Shake the hands for a moment. Good. Hands rest on inner thigh or inner knee. As we lean the spine forward a little bit, the hips lean backwards. We're pressing the legs open like frog pose. Straighten the legs, turn the toes forward. As you drop hands to floor, let the hands be in the most relaxed place possible. So one option would be sliding the hands through the legs, but the hands are limp, just backs of hands resting on floor. There's other options. Just make sure you're scanning through the release of tension in your hands. Inhale, exhale. Bring the hands gently underneath you. We're taking a side lunge. This can be a high lunge or a low side lunge. So the right knee bends. The high lunge is just staying here. Low lunge is glutes down to heel. Hands can be any position, but notice if it can be as relaxed as possible. One person could do a fist and just kind of push into the ground to see if you can just relax, open palm. Maybe try to lean your weight back just a hair so that way there's not as much tension pressing the palms, for instance. Okay, let's switch sides. Walk over to second side. Left leg is a bent one, high or low. And relax through palm. Good. 2 straight legs. Or up through the center, bend the knees, roll the spine up. Just the front toes. The left one's turn forward. Keep the legs straight, arms swing open left and right. Triangle pose, reach the left hand to mirror. And then drop left hand to shin. Right hand rotates up to step. Good, easy rise. Both legs continue to straighten. We're shifting our hips to face forward. We need both heels to be on the ground, so shorten as much as you need to face hips forward. Keep hands on the hips at first, helping us to keep square forward. 2 straight legs, start to bend at the waist. Eventually, if it's nice to drop hands to rest on thigh, that's fine. Shin, blocks, or floor are also fine. Notice that the hips did not hike open at any point. If you need to rise up a little bit just to check, that's fine. Plug it back forward, and then slide back down. All right. Another inhale. Exhale. Soften the knees for a moment, rolling up. We're slowly transitioning to warrior 3. So as our weight starts to rock its way forward toward left foot, swing arms up to sky to start. As the right toes lift off the ground, open the arms, lean forward. It's okay to stay high. It's okay to go flat, but notice if the hip tries to hike. We're trying to avoid that. Keep plugging it down and only lean forward to the point of control. Correct. One more inhale. Exhale, leave your weight on left leg. Right leg swings up, rotating open to tree. Tree pose. This up can be a kickstand, ankle, calf, or thigh. Just try not to be direct down knee. Stack the palm, or stack the spine. Palms, whatever position you choose, try to let them be relaxed. So they could dangle down, they could be at heart but loose. They could stretch up as long as they're relaxed. Notice how relaxing that helps the rest of the spine. Just be a bit more relaxed here, not quite so tense. More inhale. Exhale, rotate the knee forward, lower foot to floor. Second side, circle up to sky, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Hatha. Exhale, fingers down, left foot slides back, lower the knee. The left hand on floor, right hand circles, it can stay above you. You can circle to back wall. If it's still relaxed, to grab the back toes, that is one option. Good inhale. Exhale, easy release. The back toes tuck and lifts. Rotate the back heel down. Feet are in warrior one stance, circle onto the sky. And then hands to low back. Right knee stays bent, heart lifts up. More inhale. Exhale, stack spine up, circle onto the sky, inhale. Exhale, rotate open, warrior two. Extended side angle, front elbow rests on front thigh. The other arm circles up, extends forward. Rise, warrior two. Switch it out, reverse warrior. Warrior two. Toes turn open, 45-degree angle, facing to the long edge. Goddess, knees are bent. Arms dangle at the low point. 3 circles. So stay in that strength of legs. Open and close arms. 3. Lower back down eventually. 2. Uplifting our body, uplifting our emotions. Like heart pumping just a hair. 1 more. Down. Shake hands for a moment when you finish. Hands to same spot, inner thigh. Lean forward a hair, hips go back. Frog legs opening. Option to twist if you like, right shoulder dips forward. And left. Forward, straighten the legs for a moment, toes forward, relax down. Maybe same arm position, backs of hands resting. Super relaxed, or maybe a new arm position, just leave it relaxed. Big inhale, easy exhale. The high or low side lunge again. Go to right first. Right knee bends either a little bit or a lot. If the hands immediately have tension, can you have a slightly more relaxed variation? Or just switch, lengthen up through center, bend left. Up to the center. Soften the knees, roll spine up. Run the front toes forward. Legs are straight. Softly open arms left and right. Triangle, reach left or right hand forward to drop to shin. Left rotates the sky. Rise. Rotate hips forward, shorten stance as much as need to for heels to be down. Hands at hips to make sure hips are forward. Keep them square. Start to release down into pyramid. There's a moment about halfway there where the hip turns open. Maybe you don't go quite as far. Just notice this pulls slightly different muscle groups than maybe we're used to. Inhale up, down, Soften the knees, roll spine up to stand. Let's bring arms up to ears. Start to rock weight onto front foot. Take the back toes lift. Take off airplane mode, arms at side, but make sure the hip doesn't lift at all. Keep it fully down. Inhale. Exhale, torso up, bend the left knee, rotate open tree. Set it to ankle, calf, thigh, or even kickstand is fine. Spine stacked, palms, maybe a little more relaxed wherever they are. Good, release it, foot down to floor. Inhale, arms to go up to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as fingers walk. Go to floor, walk the feet back to downward facing dog. Shoulders forward over wrists. Both heels rock to left. If you need to make this easier, right foot slides forward. Stacked is harder, but briefly, right fingers float up to sky, super relaxed. And back down, good work. Heels over to the right. Maybe left foot slides forward for ease. Super soft hands, welcome lips. Lowers, slide the foot back if it went. Kneeling plank or full plank. Chaturanga, lower belly to ground. 3 times inhale, cobra. As high as you'd like to go, doesn't have to be super high. So, 2. 1. Good. We get to child pose. Hands extending forward. Forehead resting. The right arm starts under the left armpit space. I'll usually take the opportunity to rock a little bit more toward the right half of the forehead. Twist this half. Left arm does the same thing, right under. Wind the arm. 2 breaths, child. And super relaxed. And we come up, your choice, kneeling or down dog. Either way, we'll transition to pigeon, so you really can go from either shape. Kneeling or down dog. You're satisfied, ready to go through. Right knee slides under and through, toes swiveled out. Back knee can scoot back, baby. Make sure that the hips are square behind you. You could stay lifted. You could lower to elbows. It's all up to you. Again, do the hands have a clenching tendency here, or do they just relax? More breaths. Try to keep it relaxed and deep. Hands. Your choice, kneeling or down dog. Wiggle the hips out either way. Release some tension that might be there. No rush, but when you're ready for left leg to slide through, you're welcome to head to that place. Back knee scoots back, but hips stay square. Stay up, you can lower down, your choice. back to kneeling. Or down dog. Wiggle hips for a moment. Whenever that feels good, come down to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Left leg stays on ground. Right leg, we do the baby cradle, so you can hold on to knee and foot. If you want to go deeper, wrist or elbow can hold it. Spine tries to lengthen. Ease through the hip as we rock. Let it relax. Your choice to shin stack or to cross leg if it's too much for the knee or hip. Either way, stack spine tall. One cycle, opening and closing with the arc. And close all the way up. Feel that inhale, inflate the lungs. Slow exhale, open, close back down. Good. Right hand to base of neck, left hand to low back. Some people can clasp those 2 points. Some people grab shirt and just sit up tall. 2 breaths. Release, fingers to floor. Slide through the center. Okay, as we come back up, switch, right stays on the ground, cradle left, rock that baby cradle. Maybe spine can lengthen a little taller. With the release, shin stack or cross leg, your preference. Arms take one more cycle, open, close, all the way up. All the way down. Shake it this time. As you relax. And left hand to base of neck, right hand to low back. Can't connect, grab the shirt, stack spine and head tall. Inhale. Exhale, release, find the floor, slide forward and through. Back up. Put the feet planted in front of you. If possible, try to use the core to slowly return down to your back. Once you're down, laying, take both knees into chest, a hand on each knee, take easy circles for hip, low back, down. Spread the arms up to figure T, hands relax, knees follow over to left. Knees lift, take it to second side, over to right. As knees come back up. If you need more stretches, take a couple of more moments. If you're ready for Shavasana, start to release legs down, drop into a comfortable, relaxed place. Rush if you're still stretching. I'll guide through a progressive body relaxation. Anything I name, send the thought of relaxation. Relaxing the toes, feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips, abdomen, low back, shoulder blades, shoulders, neck, jaw, tongue, cheeks, temples, forehead, inner and outer corners of eyes, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands. Absolutely relaxed. And the deepen inhales and exhales. Introduce little movements back to fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Stretching out in ways that feel really good. There's no preference if anybody wants to take a nice fetal position, rolling off to the side for a moment. You're taking that, enjoy a few bonus breaths. A good deep 4 or 5 is beautiful and fine. Or later, when you feel ready to rise, come up to a comfortable seated position. Find the heart, but leave the hands relaxed. So with this kind of relaxation, this ease of tension, we ask ourselves, how can I gain better body awareness of perhaps the tension I don't even realize I'm carrying? Maybe I've been carrying it since I was a newborn. And we ask ourselves, in releasing some of that from my body, how can I experience more lightness, more of a bright sunshine day? So with these ideas to help lead us on, let's wrap up the time that we shared together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light, happiness, and peace. Namaste.